So today.
Hello, Mrs. Laura.
Hello, everyone.
Mrs. Laura. Wait, what's your last name?
Head.
Hello,
I know,
Mrs.
I don't look
Head.
forward to introducing myself as Miss Head. Like, I don't like that last name. Whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of
weird.
Mrs. Laura.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about the relationship between the sun and the earth. There are a lot of misconceptions that students have, so we're going to start by exploring our own misconceptions and then discovering whether they're right or wrong and how we can fix our mental schema of the relationship between the sun and the earth. So I'm going to introduce you guys to a model that I'll let you explore, but first we're going to go over a couple pointers. So let's think about first what we know about the earth and the sun. So what shape is the earth and what shape is the sun? Circular or
Round.
Spherical. Yeah. Now circles are two-dimensional, spheres are three-dimensional.
Yeah.
So that's an important distinction to make. Quite frankly, I'm not going to ask you guys what your misconceptions are, because if you don't have any, well then my lesson is a moot point. So we're just going to assume
pointed to where you're going to do this?
Sure, and I guess then we'll change it.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you're going to light the light if you wanted that on.
Yeah, I am. So, here we have a representation of the sun. I'm going to turn this on.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That looks really cool.
And you guys don't have to wear sunglasses, but it's kind of hard to stare at. So here we have, this represents the sun, and this represents the earth. And I want you guys to think about a few things. I want you to think about the relationship and how often do we see the sun? Let's talk about
During the day.
during the day. Every day. Okay. How long is the sun in the sky?
All day.
All day. And what happens at night?
The moon comes out.
The moon comes out. Is the sun still out?
No.
Do you still see the sun?
No.
No.
Good. Okay, so I want you to explore why might we see the sun during the day and why might we not see the sun during the night. What happens, how is the sun moving and or how is the earth moving that allows us to see the sun only part of the time. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a light. You can clip it to your table and there's outlets over here. Now, yeah. And I'm going to give you guys an earth. And I want you to explore. See if you can move either of them and come up with some claims or some ideas of what the relationship
It's a Chinese
is.
sun.
It's a shiny.
How should I
so
clip it?
Clip it like this.
Oh.
It's like the pulleys that we used to.
Okay.
So I don't know where you guys want this clipped so that everyone can see it.
That's good.
That's fine.
Does it go like upward? Okay. No. Oh.
So, and you guys make a mental note that while you can see the sun, the only part of the sun that's not represented well is the underside.
Okay.
So keep that in mind as you're manipulating your pieces. And
I'm just
the
gonna
other,
say-
yeah. And the other note to make is that this earth, I deliberately chose a representation that's multicolored so you can keep track of a point on the earth as you're playing with your manipulations. So take a few minutes, come up with a relationship, and we'll come back.
Oh, it's so hard to look. What you said.
So here's another
It's burning.
Wait, so what, we just test?
So I want you guys to test choose a point on the earth and
So
say,
say-
this is where we are.
We're
That's a good
Any point.
That little like greenish yellow.
Okay.
That's all
Okay.
part I see like that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like, that's definitely like lunchtime, you know, or like the hottest part of the day. So our night, do we turn? You guys
I don't know. Okay, so
Yeah, we go
Oh, wait.
around the sun.
wait, it got dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's focus on that one point again.
Right there,
The
that
sun,
yellow line.
okay, so watch the yellow line. Wait, so isn't this turning on the sun?
But then we'd get day, like, if you turned it so many times in one loop, we'd get day, light, like, 2 hours on, 2 hours off almost, that's what.
But then if I just go like this, it's sunny all the time.
Yeah.
But like, look, your hand is twisting, like, would it,
Oh, I get what you mean.
like,
Like if I move? No, because it's still.
no, look, you're like, I think you're purposely always making this face, look, right there is Earth, right? See right there, like, Earth is over there.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
And then like, look, it's morning, it's lunch, it's like dinner, and then it's
Yeah.
bedtime.
Oh, bedtime.
That
You
makes
guys
sense.
can try.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's make another one. Okay, see this like little crescent here
Yeah.
Mhm.
of blue?
Okay.
So-
It's like lunchtime right now. And, like dinner. Like, it's like morning breakfast. That's-
Oh, that's fun.
Okay, so as you guys are discovering this, think of a claim, a sentence or two that you can state succinctly with your evidence.
Okay, so, like, our evidence is that I guess we go around
Yeah.
the sun.
Like we're in the shadow, like we make our own shadow pretty much. Like see right here, like this, like we're sitting in the shadow.
Yeah.
This is us over here.
Yeah, so the sun doesn't go away, it's just like,
The sun's there, but the other part of the earth is like blocking it.
yeah.
And we know that because one of the sides is
Right.
light, one of the sides is dark.
Right.
Okay? So how should we say it? Someone repeat that so we can write it down.
Whoa. Can we just turn that off for a break?
Yeah.
Intense.
Woo. Sun glare. Okay, so how are we gonna write this claim?
Well, what was the claim that we said? We said that the
Wait, our
sun
evidence-
doesn't move.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
The sun doesn't go away when it's dark, like when
Yeah.
it's nighttime.
It's just
Sun.
the other part of the earth that makes it, blocks our sun.
Okay, and why is the other why is part of the earth blocking the sun? What is the earth doing?
Because it's like facing the sun.
It's rotating
Around the sun.
around
Yeah.
the sun.
Good. The earth is
Rotating around the sun.
around the sun. How do we know this?
Because when we move the earth around the light bulb, the earth, the sun, the light's still on, but the earth just blocks the path of the light.
Good. The earth blocks path. Now you guys are onto something. You're on the right track. But I'm going to give you a piece of information that could change your conceptions at this point. The earth, your representation of the earth, which goes around the sun, takes 1 year. It takes 1 year to go around the sun once.
It takes 1 year.
It takes 1
1
year to
year?
go around the earth once. So, actually, we can take this opportunity to define a revolution, which is exactly the phenomenon I just described. A revolution is one complete circle the earth makes around the sun.
So 1 year.
Right.
So just,
The earth,
and how did it happen? That means we'd only be in the light for half.
That makes sense though.
Carly, say that
12
again.
hours and light's 12 hours.
No,
Really,
like
say
we'd
what she
only
said
be
again.
in the sun for half the year if we just did what we did.
Okay, show her what you mean with your light.
Okay, like if she's saying that that is one, like if this is 1 year, Michelle, we start there, and like that's 12 months. So like, okay, we're in the
This
light
would be
for
6.
yeah, like that means that like
So if
from
that's
March
January.
to September, like we're in the dark or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you guys to go back and explore this again. I'm going to give you another tip. The Earth makes another kind of movement as it's revolving around the sun.
I was right. I know how to do it. I think.
Okay.
Okay, so if this doesn't work out, okay,
So it still has to do that.
okay, so let's pick a spot. Let me see. Okay, so let's pick a spot. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna pick this thing, okay? So if this doesn't work,
Right. So then you
Then
do have to
this-
do what you were doing, to spin and go around. Yeah, because then we're gonna get sun. Like, we have to almost,
I think
Yeah.
it's in quarters, isn't it? Like you turn a quarter of it around, another quarter.
But
another
I don't
but
quarter.
get
that
it.
means then that only,
The only thing I have a question is like, why do we have to go around the sun? Like, can't we just like stay in one place?
Spot
Right. So
like she's saying, why can't you just rotate it right there?
like this.
and then
because-
like you would night.
Okay, so find your spot. Sylvia, I like what you're saying. Find your spot. Find you are here, if you will, on your Earth, and rotate in place. Now, think about the concept of night and day, and seeing the sun in the sky.
Okay, so this is the day.
Well, if
Like that same thing could still happen.
no, because like, okay, let's say that you're standing right on that dot, right?
Yeah.
The sun,
Yeah.
wait, would that mean the sun's
Where will the sun
always above you?
Now, look. So, we are the spot. Let's see, we're at the spot. Okay, where's the sun in the sky right now?
Right above us,
Okay,
So
where
it's
is it
12.
now? It's
To
right
the-
here.
east or west?
It's not in the middle of the sky, is it?
No.
Okay, what if we're back here?
It's nighttime,
It's nighttime. What if we're back here?
the sun's rising, lunch.
Okay,
You
so
see?
hang on to that concept. Keep working.
Okay, so
So like we don't have to
We don't
go
have to
around
go
the sun.
around.
It could be just like one spot, and
Yeah.
the same thing happens as like when we're around.
So we go around the sun.
no, it's like
Well, I
So
don't know
maybe-
why.
yeah. Why
So
do
wait.
it actually?
Okay, so where's this?
All right, so let's
It's
time out
useless.
because we've isolated a
'cause
couple
look,
different
we
movements.
have to also go around the sun and turn, because if we stay like in the same spot, right, and we only turn, then doesn't that mean like these people never get like the noon sun up here? Do you know what I'm saying? So if we're turning
But that
and-
happens in some places.
Yeah, but not for like that means like the
Oh,
whole
doesn't
year
it?
they
Doesn't
never.
it go like this?
Yeah. So like
Ah.
if the ball's spinning and it's doing that, then like you're right, I'm pretty sure like the North Pole is
Right.
dark for a while, but
I've
like
heard
they
that.
do have time, I think, where cause it wouldn't
Mhm.
always just be dark.
No,
Yeah.
I think
I guess.
no. I think she's right though, because then it wouldn't be the two coldest poles. If it went underneath it, it wouldn't be cold. Like if it wouldn't.
But underneath the sun is still the sun.
I know, but I'm saying, like, not like out of every other place in the world, this doesn't get a lot of sun.
Right.
So
like,
obviously, it has to do with the rotation of these poles not
Right.
getting a lot of sun.
but at some point I'm saying like there should be, I think like at one point in the year, like
I'm sure, yeah,
there's some sun but not as much.
right.
And
So
then
that's
maybe
why I
it moves
think
like
we have
up
to
and down
turn.
too.
I think that shows that since we don't have places that are completely dark, that's why there's the two rotations. Like
Oh, that's
us
why it
and-
happens in a year.
All right, so let's turn the light off. Well, let's isolate the other thing that you guys said. We're gonna backtrack for a
So
few
many
minutes.
information.
You guys were talking about the second movement of the Earth. What were you describing about it? We had the revolution, which is going
Oh.
around the sun. What's the second thing you guys discovered?
That like you could stay in one place and rotate and the same thing would happen.
Good. And so what's the R word again that you used?
Rotate.
Good. So when the sun spins in a circle, it's called a rotation. Okay? And that's the Earth spinning. Okay, and how long did we decide this takes
Yeah.
for the Earth to spin
A
once?
day.
A day.
Good. One rotation equals 1 day. Okay, now we're going to combine these concepts because the Earth actually does both these things. Okay. Show you guys. I can also bring up a video with another illustration. But if we're, let's say we are, yeah, can I use your ball? So let's say we are, what was that one point? It doesn't really matter. So can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we're here. It's noon right now. Okay, but as we spin, as we rotate, we're also going to revolve around the sun. Okay, so it's hard to see from over there, but the sun is always only shining on the half that's exposed to it, which is why the area of noon is always changing depending on the part of the revolution it is going around the sun. So, if you
Is
guys,
that why, like in other places of the world, like in China, it would be day and then it would be nighttime here?
right,
It's
so if
different.
we're here, if we're right here, it's noontime for us. What is it over here?
Nighttime.
Right, it's the dead of night where it's the middle of the day here.
Right.
Okay, and that's always how it is on the opposite end of the world. If you guys want to come up, you can nearly see the split, the divide down the half of the Earth where the sun is shining, and then where the Earth blocks it off to the other half. It's almost, I mean, physically it ought to be a pretty even divide, and that's what it looks like from up here. Yes.
I'm just curious, like, so that means that the rest, besides the sun, like everything around it is dark for that to happen? Like, it has to be dark, like all,
Right, well, are you asking like, there's not another light source?
Right.
Is that what you're asking? Right, because if there were another light source,
then it wouldn't work.
there'd be, so turn that light off. Okay, there's a little bit of residual light now on this part. So when it's daytime here, would it be nighttime here?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, there'd be some light. Okay, so how many lights are there in our universe?
One.
One, and what is it?
The sun.
The sun, right. And the sun is the center of the universe. So since everything revolves around the sun, there's only one light source for everything else in our solar system.
It's interesting.
Any other questions? Okay.
That should be the end of your one of your clips, like the light going out looked really cool.